Today, we're diving into the world of Walt Disney, the legendary man behind some of the world's most beloved characters and theme parks. But for collectors, one prize stands out: Walt Disney's autograph. What makes it so special, and how can his signature take us on a journey through his incredible life? Walt Disney's legacy isn't just in movies, theme parks, or those beloved characters. For collectors, his autograph represents a tangible connection to one of the most creative visionaries of the 20th century. To understand the significance of Walt Disney's autograph, we need to go back to the very beginning. Born in 1901, Walter Elias Disney grew up in a modest household in Chicago before moving to Marceline, Missouri in 1906. Young Walt was always sketching, finding inspiration in the world around him. Those early years laid a groundwork for his imaginative mind. The Disneys would then move to Kansas City in 1911. When Walt started his animation career, he faced plenty of setbacks. His first animation studio, Laugh-O-Gram, went bankrupt, leaving him practically penniless. He moved to Los Angeles in July of 1923 at 21 years old. By 1926, the first official Walt Disney Studios was established. However, his original character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, was taken away from him. The majority of his animation staff would go with the character as well, but he didn't give up. And in 1928, everything changed. Walt created a character that would transform his life and the entertainment industry forever. Walt's creation of Mickey Mouse in 1928 took the world by storm. Mickey wasn't just another character, he became a cultural icon. With each step up, Walt's name grew more and more recognized, and his autograph became more sought after. By the 1930s, Walt Disney was a household name. People across America and beyond wanted to collect a piece of the magic, including Walt's autograph. In the early days, he'd often sign fan letters, and his signature quickly became an iconic part of the Disney brand. In 1937, Disney would release the first feature-length animated film with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, bringing Walt Disney's popularity to even greater heights. And then in the 1950s, Walt had his biggest dream yet: Disneyland. While many doubted him, Walt was determined to create a place where families could experience the stories and characters firsthand.
I felt that there should be something built, some kind of an amusement enterprise built where that the parents and the children could have fun together.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
When Disneyland opened in July of 1955, Walt became more than just a name, he became a legend. By this time, getting an authentic Disney signature was becoming a challenge, one that collectors still dream about to this day. On December 15, 1966, Walt Disney would pass away at the age of 65. Walt Disney inspired generations. His imagination didn't just change the entertainment industry, it transformed how we see the power of dreams, creativity, and family.
Come on in, Chang. Behave yourself. Go ahead, Jack. Pay no attention to him. We're all one big happy family here.
When it comes to Walt Disney autographs, the premier authority on the subject is Phil Sears. Sears worked hand in hand with the Walt Disney Studio Archives in the early 1990s to begin studying Walt Disney's autograph to determine which pieces were genuine. After over 30 years of studying Walt's autograph and all of its different variations, he has become a world-renowned expert in the signature, writings, and the drawings of Disney. Autograph Collector magazine said, "Only a few dealers specialize in authentic, vintage Disney autographs and memorabilia. Perhaps the best of these is Phil Sears." One of the most incredible pieces in Sears' collection currently resides at the Walt Disney Family Museum in San Francisco. It is a letter from October 16, 1923, written by Walt, announcing the creation of the Walt Disney Company. It was sent to Margaret Winkler, the film distributor for Felix the Cat. The Walt Disney Company still celebrates October 16th as its anniversary every year.
Gotta go. But thanks. On with the show.
Walt's signature has changed over the years, from the early years of the company to the later years of his life. While we all have an image in our mind of his signature from what it's used on promotional materials, film, TV shows, and more, his real-life signature is very different. Here is an example of Walt's signature from 1934. You can see similarities to the signature we all recognize, but it's still more formal. It is definitely the signature of a creative animator. This quick signature from 1940 keeps the classic look, but you can definitely tell it was done in much more of a rush. By the time we get to the 1960s, you can see parts of his original signature, but it's getting more condensed. The classic signature we all know and love really comes from other Disney employees who would occasionally sign for Walt. There were 4 different people who would sign for him. They were Bob Moore, Dick Moore, Hank Porter, and Floyd Gottfredson. When looking at the different versions of their Walt signature, you can see where the Disney company took pieces of each signature type to create the public image. This is a big part of authenticating Disney autographs since there's so many of them out in the market, but many are ones that were signed by one of these men, not Walt. You can see an example of a quick but authentic signature with this approved title card for the 1940 Donald Duck cartoon, The Riveter. Walt had signed his first name in pencil to give the okay. Walt would occasionally sign for people when they would run into him in public, but that didn't mean that people always had something for him to sign. They would grab whatever was around them, such as a napkin from a visit back to Marceline, and this piece right here, which is signed on the back of a baby photo that was in the wallet of the person requesting his autograph. This piece is an original Snow White production cell that was signed and dedicated to Marguerite Clark. Marguerite was an actress who played Snow White in the 1916 live-action film, and inspired Walt to produce his original animated film of Snow White years later. That piece recently sold for close to $10,000. Most authentic Disney signatures go from $5,000 and up. There is even a framed piece available at Walt Disney World where they're asking for $24,000. In the decades since his passing, Walt Disney's influence has only grown, permeating virtually every aspect of pop culture. The Disney brand has become a global powerhouse, expanding into television, Broadway, merchandise, and the streaming world. Today, Disney continues to shape the entertainment industry, producing blockbuster films and series in the Marvel and Star Wars franchises, while still revitalizing the classic characters and stories. Walt Disney's autograph may be hard to find, but its value goes far beyond the monetary level. It is a piece of a dreamer's legacy, a man who changed the entertainment industry forever. For collectors, it's a way of keeping that dream alive, a piece of magic that will never fade. If you enjoyed today's video and look into Disney history, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comment below on, would you ever collect Walt Disney's autograph? Thank you so much for watching, and remember what Walt always said, if you can dream it, you can do it. And remember, keep on collecting.